The public school system has been intentionally designed to indoctrinate children into critical race theory, gender ideology, climate ideology, feminism, and atheism. Now, you might agree with some of these ideologies, you might disagree, but there is no question that there is a top-down agenda to indoctrinate children into these ideologies. So the question every parent has to ask is, how can I protect my child from this agenda? And the answer is by developing intellectual self-defense. So you start by teaching them logic and the logical fallacies, which are just common manipulations made within arguments. Then you teach your kids sourcing, which is getting back to primary documents and figuring out where claims come from. So here's a chart that I make for my students, but any parent could achieve this with their kids simply by reading online news articles with their children and clicking on the little blue links after each claim. The next thing you want to do is have your kids fill out discernment charts. I make these for my students, but any parent can make these charts by taking a piece of paper and writing, I know, how I know, I think, why I think that, I heard, where I can look, and then making a bunch of photocopies. And any parent could teach their kids all of this by reading newspapers together, having them search for logical fallacies, sourcing where claims come from, and then filling out discernment charts. The next thing you want to do is teach your child to be a systems thinker, which is how to track money and how to track people. So the military-industrial complex is a system. The medical-industrial complex is a system. And you can teach your kids how to track lobbying money, the revolving door between government and industry, the documented history of corruption, how things like kickbacks and rebates incentivize certain behavior. Then you want to teach your kids the scientific method over scientific authority, because schools are turning people like Dr. Fauci into the new priest class, and that's not real science, that's a new religion, unlike the scientific method, which is beautiful. And last but not least, real historical studies, but from a systems perspective. So it's about learning how the world functions and not this guy good, this guy bad. And if you do those things, your kids will be ready to call out all of their teachers' bullshit. Check out my private homeschool community. And Cubs to Bears, books, classicallearner.com.